Good day, players. Welcome to the new series on Golf Sidekick named Why You Suck at Golf and How to Stop Sucking. In this series, we're going to look at some hard-hitting things that affect your golf game in ways you don't even understand. Now, I get to play with a lot of amateurs, high handicappers, mid handicappers, low handicappers. I play with some pros sometimes, and there's something I find very strange. And in this first episode, we're going to talk about the number one reason for this episode, because there's many number one reasons. Every episode will be a number one reason, just to let you know. And this one kind of angers me, saddens me, and disappoints me greatly. Okay, this is my angry face. This is my sad face. And then this is my disappointed face. Okay, now this thing, which I will never understand, hurts me. Because I make content for you players. I show you how to play. I don't shill for any companies besides Innosis. And I do that for free. I actually don't get any money to do it, but because I want you to play good stuff without spending a fortune. Okay? I don't sell you lessons. If you want some help with your short game, I do it for free at the golf course. If you want to play golf with me, it just costs you a green fee. I don't want to push any courses on you, any books. My website's free, you can find information there. What I do sell you though, this is very baffling for me, is I sell you to yourself. And I don't quite understand this, but for some reason, some people reject themselves. They actually reject the fact that I'm selling them to themselves. Almost as if they're saying, no Matt, I disagree with you, I suck. And that is why they will forever suck at golf. Because I don't care what you say, I don't care what religion you believe in, strokes gained, drive off every tee, 300-yard bomb, whatever. What I show you is a way to play golf that anybody can do. Anybody can get a good short game. You don't need power, you don't need muscle, you don't need special talent. You just need to learn the techniques and practice them. Now, with that being said, I show you a way of going back from the green, setting up your favorite shots, avoiding the shots you don't like. If you don't like a shot, you never have to play it in your life. If you don't like to hit a bump and run, you never have to hit one. If you like hitting floppy shots, you can hit it. The whole point of this channel is about you. Now there's a lot of you guys who buy into it and they embrace themselves and their scores come plummeting down. Amazing. But there are a lot of people who refuse to believe that starting with a short game, planning a hole backwards, staying with your comfortable shots is not the way to play golf. And for these people, this channel is not for you perhaps. Perhaps you're not part of our tribe. But our tribe says, you know what? I agree with Matt. I can maximize my capabilities and I can play better golf, knocking 5 shots, 10 shots, 15 shots off, purely by thinking better, by planning better, by thinking better about yourself, and by believing that you can actually change, that you can actually produce better results. Too often I see people reject my ideas outright, and I'm okay with that, because at any given moment, everybody is right all the time, according to them, and that's okay. See, I've seen it all, players. I've seen the guys telling me that this is boring, this is no way to play golf. I'd rather have one 295-yard, 320-yard drive and shoot a 98 rather than shoot an 85, hitting irons off every tee and breaking up my shots. Okay, well, I have one thing to say. That's a lie. Because you've clearly never shot an 85. Because otherwise you wouldn't be saying that. When you sit in the clubhouse afterwards sipping that beer, sipping the head off that first beer, believe me, when you count that score up and it says 85, personal best by 5 shots, it's much better than the two 320-yard bombs that you are bragging about. When you make putts and you hear the rattle of that ball from 15, from 25, from 8 feet, never missing your 3-footers, now that's BDE, players. That's BDE. I don't care what you say, I would rather have people say, geez, that guy can putt, than, geez, he hits a long ball. Anybody can hit a long ball. But how many people can putt thereafter? That's the question. Now, to stop sucking at golf is to embrace yourself. Okay? Embrace your capabilities, work out what you can do on the golf course. Don't focus on what you can't do and tell yourself you suck and you will never get better. Okay? Fundamentals you have to be good at is putting and chipping. Inside 100. Bunker shots. Okay? Once you've worked on that, plan the holes. Leave yourself your most comfortable shots. You want to have in your pitching wedge or your 7-iron, or even if you like hitting a 5-wood, set up a 5-wood as your approach shot. Off the tee, hit the correct club that's going to give you your most comfortable shot into the green. If the green is too far away for your top end club, let's say it's a 5-wood from 180 yards. If the green is 195 yards away, do you like the 15-yard pitch? Do you like the 25-yard pitch? No, you don't. So lay it back to a club that you prefer. Maybe it's 2 pitching wedges. Maybe it's a pitching wedge and a sand wedge. When you play with the same clubs over and over, splitting them up into your favorite distances, you become a bouse. Okay? And that's the whole point of this channel, is that you maximize your capability to become your own bouse. I don't want to ever see you shamed into purchasing a new piece of equipment just because it's promising to help you do something. I don't want you to feel shamed into knowing you can't hit a flop shot and you'll never be good enough, or listening to some idiots telling you that if your thumb doesn't bend this way or that way, you'll never be good at golf. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Now, how can we further stop sucking at the game? Is to drop that ego of knowing everything. Give something a try. If it doesn't work, hey, you lose nothing. If it works, hey, you found something. But don't be a prick. Don't just dismiss stuff outright. Now, how to stop sucking even better is to let go of the notion that the PGA Tour has put in your brain. Okay? You may have DOGS, DOGS, delusions of grandeur syndrome, and that is what drives you to continue to hit the driver Oscar Bravo on every tee. That's what makes you hit a driver automatically on a par 4. That's what makes you go for those long shots out of range and try hit the ball harder, top it in the water, take a drop shot, make a double or a triple. These are the things that lead to frustration. They make you dislike the game. You're telling yourself this is how you should be playing when you know deep inside it's not. And these are the things that we need to eliminate, is the cognitive dissonance, where we tell ourselves this is what we should do, knowing that our thoughts are completely contrary to what we're actually doing. If you do that, you will hate this game. So, if you get an instinct that this is something you should do, or an instinct that says this is something you should not do, listen to your instinct, go with your instincts for a while, let's see the results. Let's see the results, because sometimes we override our instincts because friend A said something and friend B said something else. Go with your gut. Trust me, trust yourself, believe in yourself. Don't reject yourself when I sell you to you, because I believe you, yes you, watching this right now, you can chip better, can putt better, can think better, can strategize better, and can hit something off the tee that makes you happy, not something that makes you stressed. That's what I'm selling to you guys. I'm selling you. Now, if you want to continue sucking, keep rejecting you. But as far as I can see, you only got one of you. And nobody else is going to help you. Nobody else is going to do anything for you. It's all up to you. Players, I'm not done. I thought I was done. I'm not done. What else am I selling you, players? There's a big thing I'm selling you, and that's fun. But fun doesn't necessarily mean ha 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 ha, hit one in the water, drop another one, ha ha, in the water again, hee hee hee, hilarious. No. Fun to me, emotional and thought control. What I'm giving to you is the freedom to know that you can think clearly, that you can have control over your game for the first time. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, instead of walking around the golf course hoping not to screw everything up on every given shot, what I'm trying to sell to you is you releasing yourself to be able to hit the shots you like to hit in a way you know how to hit them. This sort of emotional control, this sort of control over your planning of a hole and execution of a hole, this is fun. There's nothing better on earth than being in control of your emotions and in control of your planning on a golf course. There's nothing better, because the best scores come from when you're in control of yourself. The best scores come from when you're so in control of your planning, your decisions, and your emotions that you don't have to think about anything else. Everything becomes automatic. Now, by playing the way I try to get you to play, the way I try to get you to embrace yourself, is it allows you to actually be free. It allows you to actually be emotionally in control. This is huge. Absolutely massive. That day, the first day ever, perhaps it's happened, perhaps it will still happen for you in the future. Keep following this channel, and I promise it will. When you go out there, and every time you hit a shot, you were committed to it, you knew what you wanted to do, and you were in control of your emotions, you weren't getting fed up, you weren't getting angry, you understood the bad breaks come, you recovered from them, you had fun. This is the thing. You will do it, and you will have fun, and you will understand what I'm talking about. There's simply nothing better, not quite as easy to do, but it's something you should work on, and that is to have the emotional control, the thought control on the golf course. And you can only do this by embracing who you are and how you play the game. You cannot do this by playing someone else's game. Someone who's shaming you into learning a certain kind of shot, or forcing you to hit a certain kind of shot because of something that means you're not going to be good enough if you can't. For instance, I've been told I hit the ball too high into the wind and it's going to balloon. Look, that's fine. But then what happens is you start going, oh, I've got to knock it down now because I can't play. Then you start duck hooking them in the bushes, topping them, and then end up making doubles, triples anyway, because you're not in control. If you just accept, yes, I hit the ball high and I'm going to lose 3 clubs of distance, just adapt. But the result you'll get from your normal shot, being stuck in the wind or whatever, is going to be 100 times better than you trying to manufacture shots you can't hit. Another one, someone telling me I need to hit the low skidder on tropical greens. I can't hit the low skidder. Do I want to go spend time, 20, 30 hours learning to hit a low skidder? Do I fuck? No. I want to go and hit my bump and runs. So what I did is, I just learned to hit a bump and run onto the grain. Down grain, up grain, cross grain, whatever grain, okay? I play the shots I like to hit. Will I get up and down 5 out of 10 times? Yes. If I hit the low skidder while I'm out there not learning it and not knowing how to hit it, because I don't even like it, I might get up and down 1 out of 10 times, maybe 0 out of 10 as I blade it across the green, shank it 90 degrees right, duff it. Believe me, when you just play your game, you stay in control of yourself, you stay calm, you understand what you're doing, you accept the bad breaks. If you can hit 8 out of 10 shots with the intention that you wanted, with the focus, with the concentration, and with the emotional control, the game changes. Golf will change completely for you. It will no longer be an arduous task. It will no longer be anything but an escape and a load of fun. Promise you. You can take that to the bank. Believe me.